Originally from Washington State. I grew up in Spokane, Washington. Beautiful 4 seasons. Winters were all wrapped up with skiing. We were on the ski hill every second that we could be. Travis and I got connected at a really young age. We actually went to the same preschool together. We pretty much from that point on were inseparable. Freshman year of high school, Stuart came into the picture. We just ended up hitting it off with Stuart because he was just into a lot of the same things we were. My older brother, Park, went to school down in San Diego for his first year of college. He came back during winter break after his first semester, and of all things that he brought back, he was crocheting. He had learned in San Diego how to crochet from some fellow students and was making these beanies that were really functional for us being big skiers. I tried it and fell in love with it. I immediately taught my good friends Travis and Stuart, and from there, out of this surplus of beanies that we're making, we decided that we would try and sell those. And that begun this whole other endeavor that we never even thought of at the beginning, but started this small brand called Crochet Kids. By the time we graduated high school, we all tried to, in some ways, leave crocheting behind us and look towards bigger and better things in college. And one of the main things that we really started to focus on was travel. We started to take our summer breaks and volunteer our time all across the world. We're working with local organizations, one, to see the world, and secondly, to understand what it meant for us to help. One of the biggest things we learned in our early trips was how people and organizations focused so much on giving, focused so much on the temporary needs of people living in poverty, and rarely were people thinking about the long-term impact of the aid that they were providing. And that was something that just started to ruminate in our heads, and we were thinking about how short-sighted that was and how it needed to be done differently. One summer, Stuart came back from Uganda, and we had all shared these experiences, and one thing specifically stuck out, and it was that when he was asking those questions of people in Uganda, what could we do to help? The response that he got was that they said they wanted to work. They wanted to provide for themselves and their families. They didn't want other aid organizations or people to do that for them, that they were capable of changing their own circumstances. And so as we thought about that more and more and what we could do to make any sort of impact to help equip them instead of just give them their next temporary assistance, friends and family started to tell us that we should teach them to crochet, that we should give them an opportunity to have a job and to earn their own income. It was something we knew how to do. We knew that while we weren't graduated through school, we didn't have this great experience in business or backing financially, we knew we had a place to start. We decided that we would go back to Uganda and we'd teach people to crochet. So we started with 10 ladies in northern Uganda, but today there are 150 women in Uganda and 50 women in Peru. They're all taking part in our programs that are making all sorts of products. We provide a mentorship and an education program that helps the women that we work with gain all the skills, tools, and resources they need to eventually work towards their own independent careers, their lives independent and outside of Crochet Kids internationally. My life's work has been about helping people rethink what philanthropy is, helping people reimagine what it looks like to empower somebody to rise above poverty instead of simply giving them something. And as a result, we have had to rethink what an apparel company looks like in a way that honors everyone who's a part of that system. I'm so excited to see women in Uganda and Peru have the freedom and the ability to not only set goals, but to achieve those goals, to provide for their families, and even thrive, ultimately, they are being empowered to create the future for themselves, for their families, for generations to come.